Well, final Senate vote now on a massive infrastructure package could happen tomorrow. The U.S. Senate meeting for a rare Sunday session to discuss that bill. And we want to go deeper into this in the national politics scene with former Florida Senate President Mike Haridopolos. Mike, hope you had a great weekend. Always good to have you on.
My pleasure, Ryan. Thank you.
So let's talk about this infrastructure bill on the House. A lot of people can't wrap their minds around a $1 trillion bill. Now, there's been compromise, but I know even though this may go through, Republicans still concerned about what's included that maybe might not be part of infrastructure.
That's correct, Ryan. As you know, this bill is going to be over $1 trillion, a massive sum of money. But a lot of the goals are people applaud, that meaning roads, bridges, et cetera, which need desperate repair across the country, as we've seen. What people are concerned about is not just the big price tag, but a lot of items that are in there that aren't necessarily infrastructure. And so it's being sold as one thing when in reality might be a little bit of something else.
Yeah, Mike, I've heard from people on both sides of the aisle concerned about spending, whether Republican or Democrat, and we're looking at an even bigger spending bill that would really make this one look small coming up next. What do we know about that?
Exactly, Ryan. At this point, the infrastructure bill alone will increase our deficit by at least $250 billion. And so the scoring that they initially said it might be budget neutral wasn't the case. The bigger bill that you speak of now is the one that's going to come up after this vote. This is the massive tax and spend bill that Democrats want to pass by using what's called budget reconciliation. It could spend up to $5.5 trillion in new spending for Medicare, for also free child care, also the idea of free community college, even paid leave. And this would be a massive program which will be paid for by an increase in taxes for your retirement plans called capital gains taxes, and also taxes on corporations, which of course we pass along to consumers.
Let's shift gears a little bit and talk about, obviously, Governor DeSantis and President Biden see things very differently on a number of issues, but they really had a very public spat. And there are a lot of reasons for this, the upcoming elections, where Governor DeSantis is, the fact that he was tied to Trump. But what's your take on the way these two exchange the barbs back and forth?
Well, I'll tell you what, is it 2024 already?
Right.
It's remarkable right now where you see the president say, Governor who? Now, this is a person that the president's been talking about for months. And so DeSantis, of course, came back at him and said, are you forgetting this thing, too? I mean, come on, you know what's going on. You know exactly who I am. And you know, as we know, Florida right now is booming. We're dealing with this terrible Delta variant right now. But in general, the economy is booming. We have massive budget surpluses. Everybody's coming here to vacation. And so there's some tension between the two sides. And what DeSantis really hit on is saying, you're allowing all these illegal immigrants to come into the country without a vaccine. And here you are kind of playing big government on top of us. And so it's going to be a spat you're going to see, I think, all the way up to the 22 elections where Governor DeSantis is up for re-election. And should he win, I think everyone expects him to run for president.
Running out of time, but let's hit our last topic here. California recall getting close.
Well, I'll tell you what, Gavin Newsom, who had a lot of hypocrisy on this issue as well, dealing with COVID-19, telling people to mask up, close their businesses, yet he did not mask up, did not close his own wine business. He might actually be recalled, much like Gray Davison, which opened up for Arnold Schwarzenegger. This might open up a new governor in California in just a few weeks.
We'll see if it happens. Well, former State Senate President Mike Haridopolos, your people tell us you're free at 8 o'clock, so let's talk again.
Let's do it, Ryan.
All right, Mike, good stuff. Thanks. All right, coming up on Good Day.